Now that I've taught you how to simplify fractions, let's learn how to use those when solving equations. Solve x plus 6 over 4x minus 9 is equal to 6x plus 1 over 2 minus 11x. Well, what is the problem with this equation? It's in the fraction. So we're going to have to take it out of the fraction. The way we do that is by cross multiplying. So this 2x minus 11 is going to go to the other side. We're going to times it. And this 4x minus 9 is also going to go on the other side by being multiplied. So what we're left with is x plus 6 times 2 minus 11x is equal to 6x plus 1. I'll do that in a different color. 6x plus 1. And we're multiplying it by 4x minus 9. Okay? Now what we need to do is expand. So when we expand, we get 2x minus 11x squared plus 12 minus 66x, and that's equal to, on the other side, 24x squared minus 54x plus 4x minus 9. And what do you notice about this equation? Exactly, it has a squared in it. So now what we need to do is make it equal 0. To do that, I'm going to move this side on the other side. So what we're left with is 24 minus 11 is going to be 35x squared. 54 minus 54 plus 4 is 50. 50 plus 66 minus 2 is going to be 14x. And here we have minus 9 minus 12, which is just going to be minus 21. That's equal to 0. Now, what do you notice about all these coefficients? Exactly. They are all divisible by 7. So let's divide it by 7. 35 divided by 7 is 5. 14 divided by 7 is 2. And minus 21 divided by 7 is equal to 3. Now we can solve this quadratic equation. The way we can solve this quadratic equation is by using the quadratic formula. So x is going to equal minus 2 plus minus the square root of 2 squared minus 4 times 5 times minus 3, all divided by 2 times 5, okay? And so if you plug that all into your calculator, you should get an answer of x1 is equal to 3/5 and x2 is equal to minus 1. And those are our final answers. I hope that explanation made sense. If it did, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video from me. Now let's look at that same equation, but this time in a different context. See, for this one we're told that these two ratios are equal. Find the possible value of x. Okay, so if you remember from my ratio videos, you would know that if a to b is equal to x to y, that means then that a divided by b is equal to x divided by y. And so let's use this principle here in order to answer this question. 5 minus 3x over 9 minus x is equal to 3x plus 7 divided by 4 minus x. Okay? And then what do we need to do? We need to take it out of the bracket, fraction, excuse me. So we can multiply here, and we can multiply here. So what we're left with is 5 minus 3x times 4 minus x, and that's equal to, let me do it in green, 3x plus 7 times 9 minus x. Okay? So now let's expand, shall we? If I can get my black out. So, this is the same as 20 minus 5x minus 12x plus 3x squared, and that's equal to 27x minus 3x squared plus 63x minus 7x. There's no x in 63. That is a mistake. So now, what do we need to do? We need to make it equal to 0. So let's put all of this onto one side. 3x minus 3x squared is just going to be 6x squared. Minus, what's that? Minus 17 minus 27 minus x, that's 20. So if we put the x's onto one side, we should get minus 37x. Okay? And then positive 20 minus 63. That's just going to be minus 43. And so now we can plug that into the quadratic formula. X will be equal to minus 37 plus minus the square root of minus 37 squared minus 4 times 6 times minus 43, all divided by 2 times 6. And when we do that, we should get the answers. x1 is equal to 43 over 6. And x2 should be equal to minus 1. And those are the possible values of x. I hope that made sense, but if you have any questions about this topic, ask me in the comments down below, or join my Discord server, as I can answer any questions you want about this topic. Now, this is the last question of the day, usually a 6 marker. Solve these two fractions is equal to 10. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to add these fractions, don't we? If you remember from the previous video, what we need to do is we can just cross multiply them. Okay? So what we do is we can say that 1 times x plus 3 plus 1 times 5x plus 7, all divided by, then we multiply these two together, so we get 5x plus 7 times x plus 3 is all equal to 10. Now what we can do is expand the numerator. So what we're left with is x plus 3 plus 5x plus 7 all over. We can expand the denominator as well. So we can say 5x squared plus 15x plus 7x plus 21 is all equal to 10, which we can summarize as 6x plus 10 all over 5x squared plus 22x plus 21 is equal to 10. Sure. Now what we need to do is, it's the exact same as when we did the fractions, only this 10 is divided by 1, so all we can do is just put this on the other side by multiplying it. When we do that, we get 6x plus 10 is equal to 10 times, are you ready? 5x squared plus 22x plus 21, and then we can expand that. So then this is 50x squared plus 220x plus 210, and it's equal to 6x plus 10. Remember what we said about a quadratic though, we need to make it equal 0, so let's put it on the other side. And so what we're left with is an equation as follows: 50x squared plus, what's 220 minus 6? 214x plus 210 minus 10, 200, and that's all equal to 0. Okay, so if we want to, now we can use the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus 214 plus minus the square root of 214 squared minus 4 times 50 times 200, all divided by 2 times 50. And if we plug this very equation onto our calculators, x1 is going to equal 1.38 to 2 decimal places, and x2 is going to be negative 2.90, again to 2 decimal places. And that is your final answer. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video made sense. If you guys liked it and you want to see more from me, drop me an email so that you could get tutored. I will organize a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning, as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.